We're waiting for the coming of the Lord, when we will rule and reign with him. But for now, the darkness is coming, the enemy's coming, and he has his purpose. But God will use him for his purpose, for the purpose of God. But the days are coming that we must be ready for. Revelation chapter 9, verses 17 and 18. And this is how I saw in the vision: the horses and those who sat on them. The riders had breastplates the color of fire and of hyacinth and of brimstone, and the heads of the horses are like the heads of lions, and out of their mouths proceed fire and smoke and brimstone. And a third of mankind was killed by these three plagues, by the fire and the smoke and the brimstone, which proceeded out of their mouth. The tribulation will come, and it'll bring great tribulation to the Jews at the last 3.5 years of the tribulation. But the first 3.5 years, once Babylon falls, there'll be these wars, these people rising up, this 200 million man army. And what we see in Revelation 13, 9, and 10, where is the place of us, of those that go into the tribulation, and the Jews in the tribulation? If anyone has ears, this is Revelation 13, 9, and 10. If anyone has ears, let him hear. If anyone is destined for captivity, to captivity he goes. If anyone kills with the sword he must be killed. Here is the perseverance and the faith of the saints. Once the tribulation comes, those that go into the tribulation, that weren't ready, weren't waiting, weren't watching, if they take up the sword to fight, when this 200 million man army spreads across the earth because of the fall of Babylon and the fall of the world's economies, if they take up their sword to fight, they'll be killed with the sword. If they're destined to captivity, they go to captivity. And then, what becomes of us? Is that the end? No, the Lord is going to return, and return with those that went in the pre-tribulation rapture and the mid-tribulation rapture. They'll be ready. The Jews will be ready. Revelation 19, verses 14 through 16, speaking about his coming after the tribulation, and the armies which are in heaven, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, were following him on white horses. And from his mouth comes a sharp sword, so that with it he may smite the nations, and will rule them with a rod of iron. And he treads the winepress of the fierce wrath of God Almighty. And on his robe and on his thigh he has a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He's going to come back with us to rule and reign. So many Christians, they love this country, they love that country. All these countries are going to fall as he comes and rules and reigns. They want democracy, but we're going to have one ruler, one king, one Lord, one law, his way, and only his way, as we return with him on these white horses to rule and reign with a rod of iron.